coming up on At Your Leisure.
I'm Chad Booth, and I'm going to show you how to make history fun for the whole family as we join the guys from Honda World on a one-of-a-kind history lesson that everyone wants to participate in.
And I'm Will Oxley. Every family has different holiday traditions. But every Thanksgiving, the Jepperson family trades their turkey for 2 wheels.
Finally, Brett Pennefather is following one family out in Wayne County as they're hunting down the most special of Christmas symbols. Hey, school is in session, but you're not going to want to play hooky. Hi, everybody. Welcome to At Your Leisure today. I'm Chad Booth. We are down here near St. George with a great midterm location to learn about the history, the mining history that really propelled Washington County in the early days after the pioneers settled the area. Of course, my fellow students today are Ron Perry, Honda World, and Danny Holland, who is the general manager of Honda World in Salt Lake, and they signed up for this, and I don't think they know yet that there's going to be an exam at the end.
Okay.
Our instructor is Glen Zumwalt today, and Glen has a mining engineering background. He's been in the side-by-side and ATV business for a long time, and after his second retirement, he got involved in the history of this area and lives down here. So you are in for a rare treat with the renowned professor for today's school. So thank you guys for coming. I know this is a little different than what you usually do because you've got a place over by Sand Hollow, right?
Right.
Okay, but it's kind of good to get out and explore some new territory. So we are going to wander through here. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to want to make some notes on it and then go over to Honda World and get a GPS map of the trip today from Danny. That's the goal. Anyway, right now let's find out a little bit about why we chose to come and ride down here.
Well, we went over a few places today that some people would be challenged. We would call this an intermediate route. It isn't one that is an expert type route, but it is certainly got some cambers and some rock crossings and the stream crossing that we did. Nobody had to get pulled out. They all got through. So now my favorite part of the trail is the fact I'm out here and nobody else is. No matter where I go, whether it's history that takes me there or the geologic formations or the beauty, it's the quiet. It's the get away and enjoy real world out away from the crowds and the people. This is a sanctuary to me.
It'd be great for couples to come down here. Be good for families, kids to come down and learn a little bit about the mining and some of the history here in southern Utah. This is only 3.5, 4 hours away from our dealership in Salt Lake. Be a great weekend trip for anyone to come down. If you guys have questions about this ride or about where to go this time of year when it's a little bit colder in Salt Lake, come and see us. We've got a lot of great ideas. We know a lot of really fun areas to go down and explore and to get out of the cold this time of year. So come and see us. We've got a lot of great ideas for you.
So it's a good place to come out. You can choose. You don't have to take the gnarly routes. There are routes out here you can just wander around and see the country and see a lot of the old mining history without getting into the more difficult places.
All right, this is kind of like a parallel to what we say at the end of the show. You'll find adventure around every bend. Well, here is history around every bend. We've just discovered another old miner's house in a place called Hecktown. We got children watching the show, Danny. We can't really tell them what it says. Hecktown. Anyway, we're going to move on right now. We've got our first story lined up for you here on At Your Leisure. Check it out.
It's that time of year to celebrate the holidays and honor family traditions. While many families come together over a meal on Thanksgiving, each year the Jepperson family gives thanks for 2 wheels, an engine, and desert sunshine.
So we started our day, we always stop at Eagles Landing in Mesquite. They've got a great
variety of everything you need, and we've made our way to the trailhead. We're headed to the Three Corners. It's a beautiful day, the sun's out, and we're having a lot of fun. Hanging out with our family riding dirt bikes, our favorite thing to do. Starting Thanksgiving is usually our big first time out, and we'll ride all through the winter. A lot of times we'll leave Utah and head to Mesquite and come enjoy the warm weather and see the palm trees.
So you can hit lots of jumps on your dirt bike, and it's fun to ride it, and you can hit whoops.
They're really fun to ride, and they keep your arms like, they make your arms muscly, and they're just like really super fun.
I like going fast. I can't really describe it. It's just fun.
I just like riding with my cousins, really, trying to keep up with them and just keep on going.
I like to ride in the sand and stand up and have fun. Standing up and leaning back and go fast.
Their dad has a passion for it, and so he's the one that kind of has gotten us all into it. We've been able to start these little kids on little battery bikes, and now they're finally riding their little 50s and able to keep up with us, and we're all on dirt bikes finally.
Usually in the fall and like winter is the best time because it's cooled down a little bit. I like to ride out here a lot. This is my favorite place.
I definitely like here more than at home because it's like really it's like nice weather, and there's lots of like fun washes and stuff.
We do come down to Mesquite for Thanksgiving, but we spend a lot of time year-round riding dirt bikes together. In the summer months, we like to ride out to Cherry Creek. We're really lucky in Utah to have such beautiful trails all around. You can ride pretty much anything. You can go to the desert, you can go to the mountains, you can ride whatever you want.
Just being able to like know the area more and being able to do something with my family all together that we all can do and love. It's a good feeling because you're going fast, I guess.
The area surrounding Mesquite, including the Three Corners Monument, is a popular area to ride during the winter months. The sunny and mild days and hundreds of miles of sandy desert trails are the perfect place to escape the ice and snow.
During the winter months, we love to come down here. Chloe, Liam, Creed, and Lincoln have grown up all racing, riding. We all really love it, but we love it because it's something we can do as a family.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew, with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
Jorgensen's Powersports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Wondering where your next OHV adventure will take you? Outsiders Utah has your answer with downloadable GPS routes, ride times, distance, local amenities, and other details. 360 street views of the trails that let you explore before you go, and more. Eliminate the guesswork and uncertainty and find a trail you'll love. Visit outsidersutah.com and see the trail before you ride the trail.
There are a lot of small towns in Utah, and there are a lot of ATV trails, but there aren't very many that offer riding like this. Here in Hanksville, we're the home of Factory Butte. Pure adrenaline mixed with the grandeur of the West. Plus, with plenty of hotels and restaurants, you can stay and explore for days without ever needing a trailer. Hanksville, Utah, your base camp for thrills.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are down here at Silver Reef, and you may have noticed in the last couple of weeks that all of a sudden there are a lot of Honda World commercials on At Your Leisure. And that's because Honda World is our newest family member in the At Your Leisure family. They've joined us as a sponsor. Ron Perry is one of the original Perrys that started putting Perry Brothers together. They opened up their first shop in what, 1971?
71.
Yeah. And then Danny is the general manager, and he also happens to have some special connections with Ron, and he runs the store. So tell us a little bit about Honda World history. And I'll leave that one up to you, Ron.
Well, we started back in 71 over on Gun Avenue, and then moved over to 31st South and Highland Drive, and then moved down to where we're at now, to 107th South and the freeway.
So I knew you when you made that move between 39th and 106th South. Was that like diving off the high dive for the first time?
Yeah, especially to everybody else. Everybody else thought I was crazy, but no, I thought it would work out great, and it did.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about what the dealership's like today. I mean, what's it like trying to keep track of all the changes?
It's always changing. Yeah, the industry's changing a lot, and most of it is to be more inclusive. That's what's so fun about this industry. It's so inclusive. It's something that, you know, it used to be the dirt bikes and three-wheelers, and it's progressed into four-wheeler ATVs, and now the side-by-sides. Yeah, the Pioneer 1000 six-seater, it's the roomiest six-seater side-by-side on the market. But yeah, again, it just goes back to more inclusivity. It's something that you can get the whole family, you can get a bunch of buddies together, you can go do, you know, your hunting trips, your trail riding trips like this, where we're going out to see some really cool historical sites.
So even with all the new models and everything, there are families like the Johnsons, who are other set of hosts for the show. Okay, they got 3 kids. Hendrix is 8, and he's on a dirt bike. And then of course the girls and mom generally are riding in the side-by-side, and then dad's on a dirt bike too. Is this really a mix and match industry for a family?
Absolutely, yeah. It's so easy to mix and match, and you know, find what's comfortable for, what's comfortable for one kid might not be comfortable for someone else, and you know, one adult might like dirt bikes and one might be more comfortable in a side-by-side or on an ATV. But yeah, you really can get the whole family out and get them all involved.
Well, listen, we're really thrilled to have you on board. Tell us a little bit about your hours and the easiest way for people to get there, because some of them may give up if they're coming from the north.
Yeah, we're right between 106th South and 114th South, just on the west side of I-15 on the frontage road.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to us from 114th, and you'll just pass the Walmart Sam's Club right there. We're by a big Volkswagen dealership there. Or if you go from 106th South, you're gonna exit the freeway going west and make a U-turn at that light, turn right onto the frontage road, and we're just right there on that main frontage road.
Good to have you guys on board. Honda World's been with us in the past, and they're back to join us to keep bringing you great programming. So we're gonna keep making our way around Silver Reef with Glen Zumwalt, and right now we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back with more At Your Leisure in just a minute.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew, with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
You've seen the pictures on social media. Now experience them for yourself in Tickaboo. On the border of Lake Powell, Tickaboo twists the adventure and takes you on rides into slot canyons and overlooks, around mountains and through environments unchanged in thousands of years. It's time to unplug and recharge. Tickaboo, Utah.
before you pack the car.
Before you plan the route, make sure your vacation
be the one you always dreamed of.
With a pre-trip visit to Tunex.
Locally owned,
regionally connected.
Tunex can get you on the road
and keep you there.
No matter where you travel in Utah.
From timing belts to oil changes,
transmission service or new brakes,
a towing upgrade or even a tune-up,
we have the certified technicians
to do the job right. There's a Tunex near you.
Find it at tunex.com.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
All right, another quiz time. Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are paralleling Leeds Creek, and we are at the Cobb Mine, and it's got 2 B's, so it's not corny. I am, but it's not. So, all right, so we've run across this piece of machinery, and before Glenn tells us what it is, I'm going to take bets. I think it's a tractor missing a front wheel.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ron?
I would say it's a compressor.
Oh, you cheated. The test is over. Tell us a little bit about this, Glenn. You know, why would this be out here on a mine that was, I mean, I didn't even know they used things like this in mines back then.
Well, it's an old compressor, and it's probably steam driven with a steam motor and belts that drove around the big pulleys you see. And the reason you have a compressor at a mine like this is so you can run compressed air into the mine and run air tools. The only air tool that probably was being used back in the 1870s, 1880s was probably a jackhammer. Jackhammers were around, drills were not, but jackhammers could be used underground, and that's why if you had a big enough mine and you could spend the capital to put in a steam boiler and an air compressor, you could be more efficient mining.
So, Danny, the shaft going back to these wheels looks like with an adapter plate you could put a Honda 1000 up here. Maybe, you know, maybe a gold wing motor, and it might work.
Yeah, probably be a little more efficient than boiling some water, I would think.
So let's not follow that track of bad history, and let's find out about some of the real history about this mining area.
Well, I'd say number one, go to the museum. The museum gives you the story and gives you all the pieces of the puzzle of why this was a prosperous town, and why the people lived here, how the silver was mined. And they also have a little trail guide for things that you can see right out around the museum that are also available on videos. And then if you really want to come out into the old mining district like we have today, they can give you some ideas of how you get here and where you go.
It was really neat having Glenn with us to show us all the things that have gone on down here. It's amazing, all the history. If you just dig it up and try to figure it out, or bring somebody like Glenn along. Come out by yourself if you like. It's a great place to come and see. Just because the weather is perfect. It's beautiful down here. I just really like it a lot.
The parts of rural Utah that are really interesting and neat, a lot of them don't exist on the freeways. But here, there's history that only can be told here because it's very unique. It's unique because silver and sandstone. So if you're out here, you get to understand what really happened in the 1870s and 1880s to help this whole area become prosperous and boom and become what it is today.
Well, if you're a person who struggles after you've strapped yourself into the seat of your side-by-side, this may not be the trail for you, because if you're going to appreciate all the history, it's like every quarter of a mile you've got some new thing to learn about. But man, what a way to get a history lesson. I probably have a history degree if I could have learned it all this way. Anyway, right now it's time for us to head off to another great story on At Your Leisure.
Hunting for the perfect Christmas tree can be a fun family outing. The Tidwell Slopes Off-Road Trails in Wayne County provides a great location.
I grew up in Loa, lived there my whole life, and I never really wanted to leave because all the possibilities we have to go do stuff around here. And I just hope that people don't shut them down so we can't go out and explore and adventure and be able to see the things we want to see. And people definitely have to take care of the landscape. It's about sharing the land and taking care of the land and being able to have multiple use and be able to enjoy it for everybody.
The network of scenic routes allows for plenty of entertainment and forms strong traditions.
Holidays are all about family. We love getting together, and we've got a whole crew with us here today. They're all out kind of scouting out trees, and we just love to be together. We usually spend 3 or 4 days with a good crowd of family and friends and good food and making memories for sure.
Fun that I got to run into my best friend on the mountain.
It's always great fun to bring the kids out on a nice day, have some hot chocolate, some soup. We love living in the mountains, growing up here, raising our kids in these beautiful valleys.
And we just like to make it an overall experience. It's not just about the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree helps get you into the spirit of the season, and that definitely helps, but we like the outing with the family.
Christmas tree. Oh.
Just like variety of trails, everyone has their own preference on trees.
When we were younger, we did kind of big round. They were all into big round trees. And then when we got married, we kind of decided we like the tall, skinny ones. So this area is obviously amazing for that. It's just something we always remember. We look forward to it. Some years it's cold. Kids don't get quite as excited.
The wonderful part of getting out is everyone gets something different out of it.
What was your favorite part of today?
Looking at the pretty snow.
Looking at the pretty snow? It was beautiful, huh? The ride was beautiful.
Yeah. Just spending time with family. You know that's my favorite. Anytime we can get together and make fun memories happen. Snowball fight or whatever we do.
We have been sledding. It was really fun because we weren't really fast. It's really fun going out on the side-by-side because you can jump and you can just ride and drift and just fun stuff.
One of the best things about family outings is everyone brings something unique to the experience.
She's very good at being prepared and making sure everyone's having a good time on the outings. I'm more of a go by the seat of your pants and just do what sounds fun and what we spur of the moment type of thing. But she likes to be prepared and makes it a very enjoyable outing.
Happy kids makes for a good outing.
And what could make kids happier than an adventure in the great outdoors?
It's fun to just really treasure the time. This is what life's all about, is getting out and having fun with your kids, making memories and seeing Christmas come alive in the eyes of children. It is the best. We're very blessed and very lucky to live here. It's been a fun adventure, but it's getting cold out here. Let's go warm up with some hot chocolate.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Stedman's Recreation in Tooele. Work hard, play hard. That's how the Stedman's family has done it for over 50 years. Come jump on or into your new side-by-side, ATV or dirt bike, and make your own trail with Stedman's in Tooele, your dealer for sales, service, and accessories. Looking for road bikes or e-bikes? We have those too. Go online or come in today and see the Stedman's family and check out their incredible line from only the best: Yamaha, Honda, CF Moto, Polaris, and Beta.
You might think it's 300 miles out here, but remember, it's only 30 miles back.
This is what it sounds like when quality speaks for itself. The Honda Pioneer 1000 Deluxe Crew, with class-leading comfort for 6. Tough, reliable, capable. Part of the 2023 Honda Pioneer lineup. Enough said.
When you're ready for adventure,
Fuel your machine with Clear 91. Fuel for performance, fuel for adventure, and fuel for the long haul. Ethanol-free, 91 octane. Fill up with Clear 91. Only available at Eagles Landing. With you for the long haul.
Stedman's Recreation is proud to sell CF Moto, ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Don't miss the CF Moto PowerFest sales event at Stedman's. Choose financing from as low as 0.99% interest or no payments for 7 months on select vehicles. Or get up to $3,000 off on select off-road vehicles and up to $1,250 off motorcycles. Stedman's, work hard, play hard. See dealer for details. OAC. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Excludes U-Force 1000 XL.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. Have we convinced you to go explore some of Utah's history yet? We have had a really great time here, and just a reminder that if you want to come down here, you need to respect the people like Glenn live in the neighborhood, and this is very precious ground to them. And they don't want the access taken away, and they don't want any artifacts taken away. They want to preserve them. So if you come out here, please treat it with respect. Okay, it's like going to your grandma's house or your great-grandma's house. Treat it with respect. And if you promise to do all that, go see Danny over at Honda World, and he can get you a track of where we've traveled today. With that being said, let's take a look at next week's show. Next week, it's Christmas, and the Johnson family is on deck. They're welcoming in their new bundle of joy, Little Miss Jazzy, and are now off to meet Santa Claus on the North Pole Express. Then we're getting behind-the-scenes look at avalanche awareness. How do you anticipate it, know what areas to avoid, and stay safe? We've got all the details. And finally, Reese and Marianne Stein are writing the original ATV, celebrating the holidays a little differently as they are in the Mojave Desert to show you the best way to travel like a wise man. Well, thank you for joining us this week on At Your Leisure. We have just had a blast down here. Real different kind of riding, but you know what? Every time we go with Glenn somewhere, we come back just a lot smarter. So thank you, Glenn, for filling us in. And thank you to our new sponsor, Honda World, or our return sponsors, Danny and Ron. It's Danny. How was the day?
It was a blast. What a better way to spend the day than out riding with some friends? It was a really good time.
Okay, Ron, how about you?
Had a good time too. What? This is as nice as it gets.
It is, it's a perfect day, and of course you actually get out and do stuff now, and he's the one that's pulling teeth like it used to be to get you to go somewhere. but here, Glenn, he'll always go.
Yep. Any excuse to get out is a good excuse.
I totally agree. And we can cap it off with some really great Mexican food at the little Mexican restaurant right here at the Leeds Outpost. So just remember, there's adventure around every bend. You just got to get out there and discover it at your leisure. There's a table waiting, guys, and I'm buying. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Now we're talking.